Hey, welcome back to The Explainer. So today we're going to build a business basically from scratch, diving right into the sleek world of aluminum frames. We're going to break down the exact guide you need to build a really successful online store. Let's get into it.
You know, this quote really nails it. It gets right to the heart of why this is such a great product to sell. Aluminum frames just have this uncanny ability to elevate pretty much anything. Posters, prints, photos, with that minimalist, gallery-style vibe that so many people are looking for. It's just that clean, timeless look.
And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It seems simple on the surface, but trust me, the framing world is full of these little traps that can sink a new business before it even gets started. So in this explainer, we're going to give you the complete blueprint for success, all the way from picking your product to getting your first 150 sales.
All right, so first things first. Why even focus on this specific product? Well, because when you narrow your focus, you can serve a market really well. Let's take a look at where those opportunities are hiding.
Okay, now what's so cool about this is just how specific these markets are. See, you're not just selling frames, you're selling a solution. So where do you begin? For a new seller, the absolute sweet spots are poster framing, think standard A sizes, and gallery wall sets. And why is that? It's because the sizing is super predictable, and customers absolutely love buying bundles that make styling their homes easy.
Okay, so how do we build on that? Well, it all comes down to one core strategy. And listen, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, this is it. The single most important factor for success in this business is absolute, undeniable clarity. This insight right here is pure gold. You see, customer confusion, that's your biggest enemy. It's the #1 barrier to a sale, and it's the main reason for returns. People are terrified of ordering the wrong size, and if you make them do a bunch of mental math to figure it out, they're just going to click away from your store.
So it all boils down to this. You're playing a clarity game. Your job isn't just selling a piece of metal and glass. It's selling confidence. The confidence that what your customer is clicking buy on is exactly what they need.
And wow, does this show you the difference. On the left, mount option B. What does that even mean to a customer? Absolutely nothing. But on the right, A3 frame with mount for A4 print. It's perfect. It tells them the outer size, and it tells them the exact size of the artwork that fits inside. No guesswork, no returns, just a happy customer who will probably come back.
Okay, so we've got our secret weapon, clarity. Now let's talk about the actual product. The goal here isn't to offer a million options. It's to offer the right options in the simplest way possible.
So here are the 5 big decisions you've got to make. And notice the theme here: pick, decide, start, offer simply, curate. It's all about making focused, smart choices. You don't need 10 colors to start. Just begin with 2 or 3 classics like black and silver. Stick to common A sizes, and offer those mounts in that super clear way we just talked about.
Think of this table as your secret playbook for building a product line that actually sells. That A3 frame with a mount for an A4 print, it just feels more premium, more gallery-like. That set of 3 matching frames, bam, you've just increased your average order value. Each of these products solves a very specific problem for a specific customer.
And you know, part of that clarity is just being upfront and honest about your materials. Don't try to hide the trade-offs between glass and acrylic. Just explain it simply. Glass feels premium, sure, but it's a huge risk in shipping. Acrylic is way lighter and safer to ship, but yeah, it can scratch. Trust is built on this kind of transparency.
Okay, so you've got this amazing, curated product line. How do we turn that into an online store that actually converts visitors into buyers?
All right, your product page. This is where the magic happens, where you win or lose the sale. Every single item on this checklist is designed to answer a customer's question before they even have a chance to ask it. And that last one, a simple size diagram, oh man, that is an absolute game changer for cutting down on returns.
But let's be real for a second. With all the different sizes and colors and mounting options, the back end of a frame store can get ridiculously complicated really fast. Honestly, this is where so many new sellers get completely stuck.
And that's exactly why you might want to look into a done-for-you service. One example is a company called Make Local for Global, and they're designed for this exact problem. They build the store, they handle all those complex variations, so you can just focus on selling, not on fighting with code.
I mean, for something like £99 a year, these kinds of services can handle pretty much everything, from building the store to setting up payments. It's a really practical way to dodge that huge initial tech headache and just get your store launched professionally.
All right, time to bring it all home. You've got your product figured out, you have a plan for your store, so how do you launch this thing effectively and avoid all those common mistakes?
So here's your game plan. It's simple. Start small and focused, like A4, A3, and A2 in black and silver. Create a bundle deal to boost your order value. And then, and this is so important, build trust by showing off your great packaging and asking customers for reviews that specifically mention how accurate the sizing was and how safely it arrived.
And I'm telling you, please do not skip over this part. Your packaging is not just a box, it's a core part of the product experience. A single broken frame totally wipes out your profit on that sale, and worse, it damages your brand's reputation. You have to invest in strong corner protectors and good quality boxes.
So, just to recap, here are the big mistakes to avoid at all costs. Confusing language, lazy photos, flimsy packaging, and offering way too many choices right at the beginning. You know, all these mistakes really just come from a lack of clarity and not focusing on the customer. If you nail those things, you are already way ahead of the competition.
And there you go, the complete guide to selling aluminum frames online. The blueprint is right in front of you. Focus on clarity, curate what you offer, and build trust at every single step. So really, the only question left is, what are you going to frame first?